story of how we bought a house and moved to Italy. It started in 2018 when my husband and I decided to do a big road trip across Europe for the summer. We decided to buy a car and we found this gorgeous 700-pound MGTF. It was a bit over our budget, but we were really excited because it was a convertible and it was summer and it had a Celine Dion CD in the CD holder, and that was great. Unfortunately, 3 days later, it did break down. This was 3 days into a 4-week trip and it did die on us. So that was $700 gone. We took a gamble on this 250-pound Nissan Micra. We figured it was still going to be cheaper than taking trains, which it was, and it was a champ. It took us all through Europe. We got to see loads of friends and had overall just an amazing time. Then we landed in paradise, aka Lago di Italy. This place, and I apologize because this is footage I took with a Samsung phone in 2018, so it's not the best quality, but you can kind of get the idea here. It is just absolute paradise on earth. We were totally blown away, and this is my husband walking down to the beach. Like, it just, everywhere looks like this. This is him being a fairy tale princess, swimming with some ducks. Absolutely the most beautiful place in the world, as you can see. We spent about 5 days here on our first trip. It's a glacial lake, super clear, cold, amazing water. This is where we decided actually maybe we should get married here, which we did do 4 years later, but that's another story. So I don't know if you do this, but we always see if we can afford property in places that we like. The only thing in our budget was this actual pig shed for 39,000 euros. As you can see, it's small, but we had high hopes. We thought maybe we could turn it into a micro home. The downstairs had some upgrades from the time it was actively a pig shed, but as you can see, the attic was completely untouched. So we ended up leaving and we didn't buy anything and kept on our trip. But the next time we came, we found this house for 25,000 euros. This was the first day we went to view the house. It belonged to a woman who had passed away. This was actually her summer home. It wasn't her main home. But it was full of stuff. All of the things that she had in the house when she passed away were still there. We asked the estate agent, what's going to happen to all this stuff? And he said, don't worry, we can clear out the house for you if you decide to buy. We were like, well, could we just keep the stuff? And he said, yeah, of course you can keep it. One less thing for them to do. Because it's filled with so many beautiful treasures, lots of really cool vintage things. And it's someone's life. It felt kind of inappropriate to have it all go to the landfill. So we are going to try to keep as many things as are possible and reasonable. This is the upstairs bedroom, which you can see has a little view of the lake there. We're not far from the lake. It's a 2-bedroom house. The upstairs has 2 bedrooms. There's an attic as well. And yeah, big, good-sized bedrooms. It's old. It needs a lot of work, but we were just absolutely in love. Yeah, unfortunately, the attic does have 2 big holes like this, which have been letting a lot of water in, which means it needs a total gut rehab. But look at this furniture. Look at this vintage bedroom set, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. This needs a little bit of repair. My husband says that maybe we should get rid of it, but I'm going to do my utmost to repair it and keep it, along with this chest of drawers, which I loved. Lots of really cool things. I think this just needs to be reupholstered, so I don't know. I'm going to try to learn how to do reupholstery. This was the biggest gem that we found so far. We still haven't gone through all the things in the house, but this old Singer sewing machine, which I used to sew, and I haven't done so in about 10 years, but I'll try it again. Look at this vintage lamp my husband wants to throw away, but I definitely want to keep. I think it just needs a new lampshade. Lots of creepy dolls, lots of creepy porcelain dolls all over the house. Not really sure what that's about. In the attic, we found a sword. Actually, not just one sword, but 2 swords. Not really sure what the story is behind these or why they were in the attic, but we do want to polish those up and find out the story behind those. We also found this gorgeous album. This is such a beautiful song from a local men's chorus. It is sort of the theme song of our house. And yeah, more creepy dolls. Not really sure what that's about. Yeah, this is the view from the kitchen, which I adore. And yeah, so follow along. We're going to start renovating hopefully next month, and I'll be updating here as much as I can. And yeah.